the new trailer of Pokémon CA was just released, and as everybody with a functioning brain expected, is fucking trash. The graphics look like they belong into the PS2 era or at best the Wii, and I have seen PS2 games that look better than this trash. This lazy fox, once again, reused the assets of previous games instead of starting from scratch, which was the logical thing to do when all your previous games are badly received. The gameplay looks so fucking bad and gay, it's shameful. It seems that you are going to be in a city for quote-unquote humans and Pokemon alike, where parts of the city are wild zones. So you have these parts of the city where no humans live, yet it still looks like an actual city. It looks so fucking lazy. These lazy motherfuckers couldn't be bothered to make actual forests and biomes surrounding the city to make the player explore those zones and capture Pokemon. No, they just said, let's just put the Pokemon inside the city and call it a day. They fucking know they are one of the franchises with the biggest number of fanatics willing to eat shit and pay for it. The character designs and the overall art style looks gay as fuck. It looks soft. It looks like a game for toddlers. And I bet you the reason this is the case is because they have a ton of women working on their team. They always destroy franchises in this manner, and weak men enable them and allow them to do so. You don't get to play as an actual male, no. You play as a soy boy and expect to be surrounded by diversity checkmark characters. You no longer get a rival, you get an quote-unquote ally, and according to their trailer, it changes depending on the appearance you choose for yourself in the game. Once again, avoiding to use the correct name for this, which is sex. Others will say gender, but gender doesn't apply to humans, and I don't plan to get into that right now. The point is, typical DEI quote-unquote body type garbage we have been seeing throughout the years. And the fact that you no longer get a rival just shows how pussified this franchise has become, how effeminate and pussified society as a whole has become. It's a fucking disgrace. Not to mention, the Pokemon look super tiny and reduced in size for some reason. Pokemon that you expect to be bigger look super small, like Onix. Maybe the only good thing about this is that possibly the combat could be a bit interesting, depends on how it's executed. But hell, do you honestly believe that I believe these lazy fucks are going to be able to pull this off? I don't think so. But of all the trailer, that's the only thing that looks at least a bit interesting. You know what other trailer released recently? The trailer of Digimon Story Time Stranger. And guess what? Besides being like 10 years without an actual Digimon game, we got another one. I know some are going to say, what about Digimon Survive? Yeah, that is a visual novel and those type of things are lame. I don't consider them actual games. Going back to the trailer of Digimon Story Time Stranger, it looks so much better than what Pokémon CA is offering. Graphically, the game looks way better. Gameplay wise, it looks more interesting. You can even use Digimons as mounts now. We don't know the extent of this mechanic yet. I hope many Digimons can be used as mounts, but at least you can do it. Showing these guys actually learned from the success of Palworld. What did Pokemon, Game Freak and Nintendo learn from this? Nothing. Fucking nothing. But you have these evil pieces of shit abusing the law and the court system to shut down emulators and competitors claiming they quote-unquote own game mechanics. Fucking evil pieces of shit, seriously. The art style looks like your typical anime, but it looks way better than the soft, soy, gay style that Pokemon has adopted since they jumped into 3D. And I don't know you guys, but I didn't see any DEI bullshit during the trailer. I think they censored the cover a bit, But aside from that, I don't think there is anything major, and you know why? Because the people developing Digimon games know their target audience. They know we are not kids anymore. They know we have grown up and they adapt the franchise to that. I wish the imbeciles that did the Digimon anime did the same and stopped trying to reinvent the wheel though, because aside from Digimon Adventure, Digimon Adventure 2, Digimon Tamers, and maybe Digimon Sabers, also known as Data Squad, everything else is trash and failures at trying to change the franchise to something that we never signed up for. Fortunately, the game developers of Digimon games know we don't want that shit. Even the guys that made Digimon Survive knew that. That is why most Digimon games have been good. It is really hard to find an actual bad Digimon game. Well, maybe this one. Why am I kidding? This game was pretty dog shit. I mean, you can find some criticism to many of the Digimon games if you want. They aren't perfect, but personally I don't think any Digimon game is bad. Except that one. Not to mention, the combat you see in the trailer of Pokémon CA is pretty similar to what the Digimon World games have been using since their first game. Granted, the one on the Pokémon CA trailer looks a bit more involved, but still, once again, Pokémon copying Digimon. Just like those Mega Evolutions you are getting back, they got them from Digimon. Maybe Bandai should sue Nintendo and claim they are using their game mechanics. Now, do you see the difference? The guys making Digimon games know what their audience wants, and based on that, they deliver. This is why fanaticism is cancer. It's the main reason mostly everything is fucked up these days, and that includes gaming. I love the Pokemon franchise and the Pokemon fanatics because they beautifully expose my whole premise. It's a bunch of fanatics destroying their own franchise by consuming the shit they get served constantly because their cult leaders, the guys that make games for them, Game Freak and Nintendo, couldn't care less about them, and they know they have them for granted. They know they can abuse them and give them all kinds of garbage and they will still sell millions. Fanaticism destroys everything it touches. The fanatic is a narcissist that sees the things he likes as part of himself or as himself because he doesn't have a personality or an identity. So he makes things he likes as his own identity, and since he's a narcissist, he can't possibly have bad taste or like bad things. No, he's fucking perfect. That means what he likes must be perfect too. It's an actual mental disorder. Keep enabling this shit company, fanatics. Keep buying their games. Keep supporting them like brainless fucking zombies. Your franchise will only get worse and worse. And me and other people that have already coped with the fact that Pokemon games are dead will at least have fun with your misery and the ways these companies abuse you. We will have fun at the expense of your suffering. You disgraceful fanatics, you are the actual game freaks.